In tenebris cadere. So, to fall into shadows. Cauldron Lake Lodge, 1912. Probably when it was established, I would assume. Motherfucker. Where are you, Hartman, you bastard? Give me the key. What do you want with me?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
No.
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Edel says, even considering that this is a remaster, it looks so good for 2010. It's true. This game, it does have like just really incredible environment design. And that's something that we saw again in Alan Wake 2, is just like absolutely stunning environmental and interior work. I think Remedy puts a lot of focus on the things that make a game world really tangible and real feeling. So it's just like the way that they're able to construct environments that do look like real environments, and not just design them around having cool vistas, but also design them around having places that like seem correct and real, is like really cool. Coffee cup.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
This asshole loves to hear himself talk.
Scary, scary, scary.
Like, you were impressed by my trophies when you first got here, Alan. Ooh, woo, wow. Someone want to look at that QR code? You can look at it if you want to. I won't be mad. Go on, pull out your phones.
Bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run
Don't
into
worry,
you.
Sam Lake isn't gonna fish you. It's okay.
Please,
You don't need to worry about it.
Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so
Let's
you
check.
won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have
It links to a video.
Okay, okay.
Ah, it's a video that sets up Alan Wake 2. Interesting. I don't have the ability to play it right now, but that's very neat. It's a video of Alan writing in the dark place over footage of Cauldron Lake. Let's start the
Hartman had mentioned
generator.
that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
I do like that medieval painting, like the knights there. Those are cool. God, I love like a wood, like a log cabin. It's so cool. Rishan says, can I post a link here for the video? Yeah, you can try. I don't know how Twitch moderation works. Kettle might have to approve it, but if Kettle can do that, then do it.
Hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
That's all that really matters. That's not terrible, you know?
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Me too. It would just be a huge bother. All right. Anything else over here? Ooh, closed door. Unfortunately, can't go in it. This is a beautiful setting, though. Just a nice, serene place. I would definitely go here to deal with writer's block. Aquatic Lotus says, hello. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Oh, don't even get me started, Hartman. I gotta write, too. This isn't just an Alan problem. This is a toaster problem. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you specialized help you need. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Go. Aquatic Lotus says, if you were a Pokemon, what would you be? This is where I reveal that I do not play Pokemon games, so I do not know of many Pokemon. My understanding of Pokemon comes entirely from furry art.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
I like that they're playing the Night Springs board game.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
No.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So Kettle asks, question about
So
Night Springs.
tired.
Oh.
Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
Ace of Power?
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
So Kettle asks, question about Night Springs. It was established by the FBC, or did Alan create that bit of lore? It seems weirdly connected to both Alan and the FBC. Night Springs is a TV show that existed prior to Alan. However, Alan worked on it canonically. He was a writer for it. It was his first big gig.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
So Kettle says the
I'm
FBC also has
tired,
docs about how they use it to inform the public about paranormal shit. They use it to hide paranormal shit. The point is to like it's complacency through familiarity is like it's just them being them like disseminating fiction so goofily and being like that's when real crazy stuff happens. They can say, "What are you? You're saying that the X-Files is real? You're crazy." And then people are like, "Yeah, I guess you're right. That only happens on TV." That's how they use Night Springs, and along with other radio shows and things like that.
Tired.
Lotus asks, has Keith romanced anyone in BG3? You can watch the playthrough to find that out. I don't remember if he's romanced anyone.
I want to go home.
We're playing co-op in that game, so I mostly just play my own character and don't pay attention to what Keith does.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Okay, dude. Koss says, that's some technocracy shit. Yeah, it is very technocracy. Like, the FBC is extremely like the technocracy.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Looks like Kettle posted the link to the video up in chat. If you scroll up, you'll see it.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Creole near. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Ha ha! Nah! It's my store. I'm taking it.
Lotus asks, who do you find to be most attractive in Baldur's Gate 3? I do not like any of the men in Baldur's Gate 3, and I am currently best friends with the two characters I find to be the hottest. So, it's Lae'zel and Shadowheart, easily.
Hammer's Way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Lotus says thoughts on Halcyon. Don't really care about him. He just does not make a
Sinclair
connection.
looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Wow. I guess if she was evil. I love how angry Tora and Odin are. They're just like, come at me. Fight me. That's so good. Yeah, it won't let us go out there, so we do just have to go through this wing.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ka says, the second Karlach appeared, Toaster immediately declared her to be the most Kettle Chips core character possible. That is true. That did happen. For people watching this on VOD, we're talking about Keith Ballard and I are playing Baldur's Gate 3 in co-op. And that did happen. If you are not familiar with my mod, Kettle Chips.
Made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Our mod Kettle Chips is known for liking tall, confident women. All right, my cousin here is he likes a barbarian, and the second I saw Karlach, I was like, well, we know who Kettle's gonna romance.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Huh. So I forgot this detail. I forgot that these characters were like kind of at odds with each other, for lack of a better word. I Yeah, I guess I just didn't remember that aspect of that. That's kind of interesting. Huh. Mott being like this kind of bumbling like improviser is like kind of an interesting wrench to throw into a lot of this. I really like that art too. I believe that's supposed to be Thomas Zane, but it's just cool. Like that's like the kind of thing I would like to see in like a creepy visual novel or something. I like all of these illustrations. They're all really neat. Baba Yakala. That looks like the fucking crow mauler from Fear and Hunger. Furry! Look, it's a furry. It's two furries.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Huh. That's... yeah. I guess that is true. Mott did use some of those.
Barry?
Oh my god.
Ow! About time!
His mouth is
Barry.
terrifying.
Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Can't get through there. That's darkness. That's gonna do damage to me. What about in here? Nope. Ah, it's coming in. It's gonna get me. Alright, we know what to do. Run up here. Turn on the generator. The most complex generator we've had so far to really amp up the pressure. With the tiniest little window. Nothing I can do over here, I don't think, so. Hello, Piecemeal, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Alan Wake. So Hartman does seem to know about the Dark Presence, about some of the things it's associated with and its powers. Ouch.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
So Emil was Zane's assistant. That's interesting. That's a detail that I was not aware of, that I could not remember. Let's read the next, because these are all new ones, I think.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Okay.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Aha.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Okay, then. Can't go in there. Welcome, Nareek. I hope you're doing well. Can I not open these? Damn. Yeah, that's gonna break through. Come on, break through. Kill me. Kill me! Do it! Alright. guess we have to figure out a way. Yeah, we have to loop it from over here, basically. Okay. All right, let's just wait for it to do this again. Good. Just gotta wait for it to break the door. It can't see me right now, so I need to stand out here, I guess. Come on, dude. Come get it. There we go. Ouch. All right, well, we made it. Whew. All right, that was real scary for a second. There's dark presence there. Can we go out the door? Can I not go out the door? Oh, I need to. Do I need it to break this door? I did. Bummer. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting little challenge. All right, come get me. Now we run. Rolling right into here, and we stand right in front of this, and then that's fine. That broke the door for us.
Ow! I'm here!
Oh dear God, oh dear God, oh dear God, oh dear God. All right, is there anything around here? Because I don't want to miss stuff. Batteries, yes, we love that.
We gotta get going.
Can't go that way. Coffee mug, we want to grab that over there. Did the lightning flashing kill the thing? That's neat. All right. All right. Go meet with Barry.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Just make me climb over the gate.
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Ouch. Flashlight only boss fight. I love that Barry's like, don't worry, you don't need to worry about it. I'm stupid. You can do it. You'll get through just fine. Just burn that away just for the sake of clearing it out. Be gone, darkness. Get ourselves up by walking through that light. Always follow the left wall. Chill out, dude. Following the left wall. Simple enough. Follow the left wall.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
All right, let's see. Batteries, that revolver ammo, excellent. Just always double tap.
I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
There we go.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
All right, let's see. Okay, there's nothing else. Nice, we got everything in the maze. Cool. Huh. What else is around here then? Revolver ammo. Okay.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening.
Oh, shoot. I gotta kill these birds. Holy crap. They're dangerous.
The channel, we'll turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people
All right, let's see.
2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm. You get 3 pills in the evening. You'll sleep like a baby.
So we just want the regular beam on the birds until they start to rush, and then we...
Light seems to be yours. That way we don't have any trouble, and I don't count.
You stay over there while I deal with these birds.
Friends, this is just
There we go. Dude. Chill out. Okay. All right. We got through them. That wasn't too bad. Flare gun was right here the whole time, but that's fine. We'll use it later. All right, let's keep exploring. Make sure we don't miss nothing. Anything over here? Would have been prime spot to hide a cache or maybe a coffee thermos or a manuscript page, but no, we won't reward Toaster for exploring. For shame. That is one of my biggest complaints about this game, and one of the reasons why I think like Control and Alan Wake 2 are such a huge step up from it. Is just that those games really reward exploration, whereas this game has a lot of really big open areas, but like mostly it's just empty. Granted, that's like a side effect of its production, but...
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Hate the way that's phrased. These damn birds stressing me out. Dear God. Instantly just got trapped. Alright, let me do this. He's just back there. That's fine. Don't need to deal with him. We're leaving the area. Oh, God. Excellent work, Toaster. The enemies do spawn in right when that happens. Yes, Rishan asked if they spawn in right then, or if they're just hidden there. They're not hidden there.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
What does that mean? The world exploded. In this context, I mean. It's just intriguing. That's all. I don't really remember the context of that one, so. I'm sad we didn't get to see more Barry in Alan Wake 2. I'm wondering if the DLC will involve him at all, just because this is something we'll get more into when we talk to when we play Control and we talk to some of the side characters in that game and get into the paranatural crimes organizations that exist. But the cult that Barry jokes about joining is a paranatural crimes organization that is referenced in Control. So when he says he joined a cult, like, he was not joking. So I'm very curious if he will end up being relevant. If Chester Bless's organization will end up being relevant to the DLC, just because that is like kind of a thread that they set up when you're going through that game. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just very curious what Barry actually is up to, you know? Kettle says, is the cult of the word tied to Bless? No, it is not. The cult of the word is strictly people who've been influenced by Alan's writing.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
So yeah, he definitely has a grudge against Alan for breaking his nose there, wanting to use him for his powers and stuff like that. Definitely more than a little personally motivated. The guy's so egotistical. He doesn't like being checked.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, shoot, man. They just come out of nowhere. Wait, why didn't my... What? How the hell did that... that was weird that launched right there.
No, wait, that's a twig.
What are you talking about, Barry? Jeez. You gotta chill out, man.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
You could have been working on that the whole time, bud.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a teddy bear as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
That would be instant death for both of them. Just putting that up there. They would be gone.
Ow! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Oof.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.